Hello, everyone, and welcome in Let's Connect with Prerna. Good morning, and I'm inviting my today's guest, Mrs. Deepali Gautam, Principal of City Montessori School, Station Road, and I have invited her to join in. So I have invited Deepali ma'am from CMS Station Road to join in my session. Also, I've been getting a lot of question on mental health and issues related to certain age group. So I request people who are writing questions on mental health to me and direct messaging me. They can mention their school and they can mention the question, and I will be live very soon with a clinical psychologist and would be discussing on it. So, all right, just to inform again, my today's live session is with City Montessori School principal of Station Road branch, and I've invited Dipali ma'am to join in. It's taking a bit of time. Okay, Dipali ma'am, I can see you live. Meanwhile, students of Station Road who are joining in, they can write their questions in the comment box, and I will be asking. Jen sir, I can see your request, and I have already invited Dipali ma'am to join, but I don't know why is it taking. Yeah. Sir, hello ma'am. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Prerna.
Good morning, ma'am. So
Finally, we
welcome
could
once
connect.
again. Yeah, I know I've been sending you requests on your account, but somehow I was not able to connect on that channel. But it's okay. So welcome once again, everyone. I am, live with Mrs. Dipali Gautam, principal of City Montessori School, Station Road branch. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Prerna. My pleasure being there.
Thank you. So to begin with, Dipali ma'am, I think everybody is now again, gear up क्योंकि कल से स्कूल जो है Monday से students have started coming, and I'm very sure that the environment would be, very positive and lively.
Yes, the children were very eager to come back, and senior section had already opened, but then pre-primary and
Okay.
primary juniors will be open from 16th. So they were very excited today in the morning. And we spoke to them in the assembly. They all were missing their friends and the teachers. And then, because our final exams are approaching, so they felt that there was a need to be physically present in the school for their revision so that they could get good grades in the final exams.
Right. So Dipali ma'am, अगर हम compare करें online mode और because obviously that was the need of that hour that virtual mode का बहुत ज़्यादा importance था because एकदम से lockdown लग गया था. But somehow I've been talking this and I've been asking this to so many principals that classroom का जो एक environment है, जो physical classroom का जो एक mode है, that cannot be replaced. What do you have to say here?
Obviously, the physical classroom like cannot be replaced by the virtual mode of teaching learning. Teachers have been putting lot of hard work, efforts have been put, but then that connect with the children which the teachers have while they are teaching, while they are there with the children in the classroom, that is missing. And
Yeah.
somewhere there were a lot of innovations being done in the online mode because a lot of technology had been integrated into the teaching learning process, but somewhere we felt that that social emotional need of the children could not be looked into. Children, when they don't interact with their friends, when they are not there with their peer group, when they are
Right.
not able, especially the small children. With senior children, it's still okay. But when small children, few of them need lot of hand holding also,
True.
that extra support. And then when they are there, it's not only what's there, it's the syllabus that is there. Once they are
True.
there in the school, the small children, it's learning, lot of learning takes place from the environment that they get in school. So I believe
Right.
that was missing, and that gives lot of confidence also to the children.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Dipali ma'am, I've just received a question from a student, and he's worried that जो exams है, will it be, held in an offline mode or on an online mode?
As of now, it is offline mode, and it's like we are very positive that the school will now, once it has opened now, it's going to continue for physical studies. And
Great.
exams in CMS are beginning in the last week of February, so it would be surely on in physical mode.
Right. I am very sure that student must be really very, very happy and they must have understood by now the importance of going to school and those extracurricular, curricular activities, interacting with their peer group, talking to the teachers, all that was, I think all this while student have really missed that environment of going to the school.
Yes, definitely. There is lot of growth. There is lot of physical growth also that takes place. There's lot of cultural activities that the students have missed upon. For
Right.
example, their library periods, their music dance periods, the
Yeah.
young
Yeah.
ones really enjoy. And there, as I said, technology has been a boon in during the
True.
pandemic. But
True.
then, what a visit, nothing can replace a teacher physically in the class who's looking after all the needs of the students.
Absolutely. So true, Dipali ma'am. So, Dipali ma'am, another thing is that, all this while students have with these extra co-curricular, activities. And I have seen a lot of schools are like, debates are going on, which actually helps a student into their personality development. तो ये जो 1.5 साल 2 साल का जो बच्चों में गैप आया है that they are not able to जो एक personality development के लिए जो एक स्कूल के अंदर कुछ activities होती हैं that have been missing. So what is your point of view keeping this group in mind जो अब class 12 pass कर रहा है and then they are going into their competitive world. What are your comments here and what is your advice also to to the students passing their 12th?
Those students, especially the senior section, as I said,
जी.
senior section children, especially the ones who are in class 12, they are very focused. And by that time, they've already decided what do they want to do in their life. So
Right.
for them, studying on the online mode was not a very big challenge as compared to
Okay.
the small children.
Okay.
They are big enough to understand what is important for them and how to plan their time and manage their time.
Right.
And they know there are a lot of other resources available also on net, which are going
Okay.
to, which most of them, they do a lot of research, and that is like a kind of resource which always helps them besides their books. They completely
Right.
do not depend on their books. They go, their studies are much beyond that. So they have been focused. Yes, I agree that those 2 years, those last 2 years which they would have spent in school, the memories that they would have made, the bonds that they would have made in school, yes, definitely they are going to miss, because the last 2 college years are the most, I believe, the memorable years when the child passes
Right.
the like the school. But then there were a lot of online activities taking place. Children were participating in quizzes, there were debates, there were MUNs. I think that way children got more opportunities to participate in such activities, because when they were physically present in school, what we observed was, then there were certain activities where the children had to go maybe out of station, some
Okay.
olympiads where they had to pay a lot of money, registration fee, lodging like expenses had to be borne, and some children could not avail those opportunities. But
Right.
in
Right.
virtual mode, I believe there was this helped them, especially those children who could not afford, who
True.
could not bear those expenses, but they still could manage registering themselves for both those MUNs, those Olympiads. They got debates, they got ample opportunities, though they were online, where there was lot less interaction between the children. But then
Right.
they got opportunities to participate in such events.
Right. Dipali ma'am, what do you have to say? Because I somehow feel that till class 12, because when a student enters a college or, goes abroad or goes anywhere, I mean, leaving the city and going for their higher studies, तो जो उनका एक बेसिक डेवलपमेंट या जो एक बेसिक इंटेलेक्चुअल जो एक डेवलपमेंट होता है दैट हैपेंस इन स्कूल राइट सो आई दिस क्वेश्चन इज अगेन फ्रॉम अ स्टूडेंट पासिंग क्लास 12th दिस ईयर he somehow feels that अगर स्कूल के अंदर इस तरीके का कॉम्पिटिटिव वर्ल्ड को लेकर के जो एक एटमॉस्फेयर है वो और ज्यादा बढ़ जाए जिसमें कि स्टूडेंट जब अपनी स्थिति को छोड़ के बाहर जाता है एंड स्टिल देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ हिच लाइक गोइंग टू अ बिगर सिटी एंड देन मीटिंग द अदर स्टेट्स के बच्चे तो वो जो एक हेल्दी कंपटीशन होता है वो कहते हैं स्कूल में अभी भी इट इज समहाउ मिसिंग व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से इफ आई टॉक अबाउट सिटी मॉन्टेसरी स्कूल इन पर्टिकुलर
See, Prerna, at CMS, I would say CMS is the only school, as far as I know, in Lucknow, which provides that platform to the students. We have a separate career counseling cell at CMS, and we keep hosting lot of, even in during the time of pandemic when we could not invite the different universities, different career counseling sessions we couldn't have physically with the children, but then online we gave enough to the students, be it how to fill the forms, be it those students who are interested in studying abroad. There have
राइट
been lot of opportunities, webinars that we have exposed our children to, and our children have participated in those webinars, and webinars related to different fields. Those students who want to take up law as a career, or they want to take up do mass, they want to do some undergraduate course in a foreign university, how to
या
prepare for an IIT or a NEET exam. So children have lot of exposure, and then we've also had a career counselor coming to schools, especially to talk to those children who aim to have study for higher, go to abroad for higher studies. Then we had people from coming from CLAT to talk to the children physically. Then we had people coming from different institutes who prepare the children for cracking the competitive exams. They've been, whenever the school reopened for small 2 little months in between, we've called them to school, and I think children have taken advantage of that. CMS, that I can vouch, gives lot of opportunities to the students to keep them abreast of all the latest developments in the field of career, and the best colleges and what courses those colleges are offering to them.
Right. I think here I must say, because I have been seeing a lot of these counseling sessions and interactive sessions happening in that short span of time. जैसे ही लॉकडाउन खुलता है, बच्चों को इस तरीके का एक्सपोजर दिया जा रहा है, जिससे कि इस तरीके के जो बीच में हिंड्रेंसेस है वो स्टूडेंट्स तक ना आए.
Yes. I think class 12th, see, I feel it has been challenging years for everyone.
Right.
Yeah, what I feel for class 12th is, because they would be those 2 years which they would, all the students cherish, that those 2 years of college life that they would want to spend with their friends, spend with interaction with the teachers. It's beside those uh, teaching that's happening in the school. Besides those, is lot of activities. They have lot of sport activities that were missing. Lot of sports activities, because usually we see a lot of children interested in sports, in dramatics. So those kind of activities which the children couldn't participate in, and together being there in the school, that
Right.
makes it, because there the memories are created. I think
Right.
that children would definitely miss.
राइट. मैम, ये तो हमने स्टूडेंट्स की बात करी. आई थिंक ऑल दिस वाइल फॉर टीचर्स, फॉर टीचर्स दिस हैव बीन अ वेरी वेरी चैलेंजिंग टाइम, बिकॉज दे बीन लर्निंग. मतलब वो सीख भी रहे थे, पढ़ा भी रहे थे, एंड देन पैंडमिक वाज फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस. तो वो घर की भी सारी चीजें. सो व्हाट इज योर मैसेज टू इंटायर टीचर्स फ्रेटर्निटी?
See, teachers have reinvented themselves. As we have seen in these 3 years that education is something very dynamic. And whatever changes we've seen in education in 3 years, what I feel, if this pandemic had not been there, we would not have changed, seen this revolution. Maybe in coming 10 years, it would not have been possible. So, the kind of teaching taking place, the kind of apps that the teachers started, like, learned to use, and because till, I think till 3 years back, it was only chalk and talk method. But now I believe after 3 years, that's obsolete. Teachers also have reinvented themselves. They've taken lot of workshops and trainings
Yeah.
for making their online classes more engaging, more interactive, and discovering and hands-on on different kind of apps that were available. And I
Right.
think teachers, the kind of courage and the resilience that the teachers have shown, I think that is commendable. And that's the reason CMS, at least I can say that CMS teachers have left no stone unturned to keep their children intact and to keep the teaching learning process go on.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Dipali ma'am, for coming live with me and giving me your time today. And
Thank you, Prerna.
really look forward for such, whenever I meet you, it is such a positive and such, the vibes are so positive whenever I interact with you. So thank you for coming on my platform and giving me your time today.
Thank you, Prerna. My pleasure. It was my privilege. And thank you for all those warm compliments that you keep showering. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Take care. Bye bye.
Yeah, you too.